Yes, that's right. It's Joe here for Joyrider TV, and yes, that's right. I'm on a Nacra 15, sailing out of Scheveningen on the coast of Holland. Oh, it's pretty fun. Now, first time sailing one of these bad boys with a bit of breeze. Quite clearly, I think you can see that I'm sailing solo here, and some sort of let's call them medium-sized waves, and can't really open it up on this tack because of pole cam on the other side. So as soon as I can, I'm going to go for a tack and open her up. But yeah, the Nacra 15, originally designed as a youth class. I think probably aimed at kids between 14 and 20 years old. Optimal crew weight for racing, about 130 kilos. And yeah, it's a really great platform. It really does feel a lot like a slightly smaller, stiffer version of an F18, but we have got some really significant design elements on here which makes it really quite different, which is we've got curved dagger boards which produce lift when we get to a certain speed. We haven't got there yet because I'm kind of sailing quite high upwind here, and we've got I think they call them elevators on the rudder blades. I'll show you those in a bit. Hello, yes, that's right, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV. We're on a Nacra 15. Today I'm sailing with Julius.
Hi.
Yeah, who has done this before. It's my first time, and we're just out to see what this boat is capable of, and it seems that we are sailing in somewhat light wind. I've had a chat with Julius and we've agreed that the right thing to do is to tip the boat over and see how easy it is to bring it back upright.
Already read it.
This is gonna suck.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, it is certainly as cold as we could have hoped. All right, so just coming round.
Really cold.
Okay, there we can see the winglet on the rudder blade, and right, just watch your hook. Whew. God, it definitely gives you quite incentive to get out of the water. Okay, so the first thing we notice on this boat is it's not as wide as the F18, not even as wide as the Hobie 16, I think, which means you do have to watch your head when, whew, God, takes your breath away, the temperature. All right, so I'm just going to let the main sheet off before we look at pulling it back up, right? All right.
Yeah, that's handy with much wind. Doesn't really matter right now.
Yeah. Main sheet is loose, keeping the Traveller central, just because. Yeah, this is the release for the spinnaker tack line. There's a yellow line that comes out on top of the trampoline when that's pulled out of the cleats. Very nice. Okay, any other features down here? We're running at a kind of Hawaiian style righting line, so it's always in position, ready to be used. Okay,
That's cool.
so we're going to go for it. It is a light boat, so there we go, keep leaning.
I thought I might try that.
Oh, and yeah, I think we're good there. All right, yeah, that is flipping chilly. Okay, so although the wind is a bit too light to really get a good feel for how she sails, I can tell that she's going to sail nicely, and I will get out in some more wind. Yeah, we've got a self-tacking jib, spinnaker we'll be having a look at a bit later. God, that's going to be pretty wild, I should think. Smaller boat means more twitchy, more fun. Whew. Okay, it'd also be remiss of me not to mention the equipment that I'm using on board, all from forward sailing. It is flipping cold, and I've got the forward sailing semi-dry suit on, which is amazing. It's got wetsuit legs up to sort of the chest, and so it offers more impact protection than the a regular dry suit, but the top half is definite dry suit and is offering that kind of thermal quality. I've been told by the guys who sail these, when we tack, we have to swap the dagger boards over. Yeah, I think we've got space, so I'm going to come in and do a bit of dagger board management. So before tacking, windward board goes down, then tacking, rather pedestrian tack. Yeah, I kind of didn't enter into that with much of anything really. Okay. All right. For those of you with a keen eye, you'll notice that we've got the Harken Zircon main sheet system, but I have to point out that that is not the standard system on the Nacra 15. I've just been lucky enough to be at the factory, and I kind of got one. Okay, pretty excited. Let's see if we can rev this up a bit, just easing the mast rotation off. Oh yeah, all the controls very well organised. Right, out on the trapeze. Okay, hello, yes, that's right, Joe here on the Nacra 15, and we are now quite clearly flying the hull. Drop myself down on the trapeze a bit. Okay, just taking it off the wind, a few degrees. See how the idea with the curved dagger boards is so that the hull doesn't kind of stick, so it lifts. And yeah, it feels great actually. It's really light and well balanced on the helm. Can't really comment on the sheet load because with these blocks the sheet load is pretty easy. Okay, and yeah, it feels good. I think we might have some good pace, and in fact I forgot to start my water speed app, so I reckon I could get on the speed stick today. Shorten the trapeze coming in, just making it a bit easier coming in. All right, and start the water speed app, because I do think I'd like to have a Dutch flag next to my name anyway. Okay, so far so good. I can't resist to go for another bit of a rip. So we'll just open her up a little bit. This isn't for the does it send portion. Don't worry, when we get there we're going to be seeing if it sends. I just really want to experience this lift. Okay, and I should probably come in, go for a tack. Don't want to worry the support boat. Okay, and here we go. Another pedestrian tack. Yeah, I was more sort of concerned with my daggerboard movements. It's got the Nacra rudder system, as you would expect. We'll be taking a look at that in an upcoming video, as you would expect. Cool. Yeah, good amount of power on here. I think it's not that windy. It's probably no more than what, 14 knots at the most, maybe a bit less, like 12. And for me on my Jack Jones, this is a real perler. It's also available as what's called the FCS, which is the full foiling version, but that's not class legal for racing, I'm afraid, kids. So keep those foils off on the race course. Okay, so just going to take her down a little bit to get away from the beach, because I do believe that one of our next tasks is this kite run, which is going to be flipping explosive. This is so good. I just can't, you know, I wish we could do videos with how does it feel kind of thing. Hopefully the first person perspective gives you a bit of that idea, but you may have seen I've sailed the FX1 quite a lot, and granted the FX1 doesn't have a jib, granted the FX1 doesn't have curved foils, but this is just so much more lively. Could be, of course, because it's a smaller boat, it's a lighter boat. I'll find out what the advertised weight is later and bash that up on the screen somewhere. But this really is a rude boy, and I think we could be friends. All right, okay, so gonna go for attack. I'll try to do it a bit nicer, but still got to, this is the I think it's the curved foil thing that you don't want the windward foil too much in the water, or at all possibly, because it curves the wrong way. Right. All right, just checking that we're taping. Yep. All right, so we're going to release the mast rotation a bit. Going to release the Cunningham. Where's the tack line? Tack line's there, halyard like on most things. All right, get the windward board up. Yeah, do what we say we're going to do. Oh, come on. All right. Okay, we're going for it. Going for it with the kite. Woo! All right, okay. So, do we need to loosen the jib a bit? Maybe a little bit. Okay, going for the bear away. Just going to ease the sheet for the bear away. Okay, don't fall off the boat, that's what they said. Okay, so pull the main sheet in tight first for this bit of kiting. Goes to the end of the pole, then try this. I haven't done this for a bit, to be honest, single-handed especially. Kite's at the top. All right, got the sheet. What do you think? Straight out on the wire? I think so. Gonna get to the back to start with. We've got these waves behind us. Oh, she's beautifully twitchy. Right. Wow. Yeah, much twitchier than I think anything that I've sailed before, in fact. You could say twitchy, you could say lively. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! All right, this is flipping great. Love it. Oh man. Yeah, this is what they talked about when they said, do you want to go cat sailing in Holland? Yeah, big fan. Love it. I might have said that already. Nobody's paying me to do this, by the way. They just invited me to come here, make some videos, which is what I do. All right, I might jibe, because if we were to bin it, we'd be drifting down onto that harbour wall. So I'm going to come in off the trapeze. It's going to sail slowly for a minute. Oh, I need to be a bit more careful on the other tack with the hull flying because of the camera stick. Okay, just let that. All right. Oh no, windward dagger board. Okay. Got to remember to do these things. All right. Windward dagger board is up. Don't jibe again. No accidental jibe. Stay please, boys. Okay, this is so good. All right. Shuffling out onto the trapeze. Don't unhook. Trying out the forward whip nappy style harness. Super comfy actually. You can hardly feel that it's on. Yeah, a bit of a wide-legged stance because of this erratic steering that I'm doing. Oh yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! We are flipping burning rubber, baby. Yeah. And you know, I didn't know how it was going to cope with these small to medium. Let's call them small waves. Let's not over egg the waves. But she's loving the waves. She's like, yeah, we'll take those. We can do this. It all started by being a sailing instructor. One thing led to another. Here I am in Holland. To try not to fly the hull too high because be dragging the camera in the water. Let's not do that. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, bit of a hole there. Bit of a wind shift as well. So good. I was beginning to doubt these Dutch sailing conditions, but we have pulled it back. But it's so smooth. I think because there is perhaps slightly less hull in the water on the leeward side, and it's just really allowing it to clip through. Just shorten my stance a little bit. Bit of sheet load for single-handed, but you know, if it was an issue, you could put a second ratchet block on there, and that would be less. Oh God, this is so fun. Yeah, I think probably not quite enough breeze for the power 2 sail reach today. We could try it though. Do you want to try it? I do enjoy a 2 sail reach. maybe I'm trimmed a little bit far back, but I don't really want to stick the nose in. And there's loads of volume in the bows of this actually, so it hasn't given me any inclination that it would stick the nose in. I quite like this foot strap as well, to be honest, for a bit of extra stability. Okay, I'm just going to take it downwind a bit, get the power off, in off the trapeze. All right, great stuff. Okay, so we just got one thing left to do, one more jibe. Okay, right, here we go. And in fact, I'm going to drop the kite now. So, dropping the kite procedure should be pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to take up the slack on the retrieval, out the cleat from there. Just built this boat yesterday actually. So if you want to see the whole construction process, maybe you've got one and you want to see how to put it together, then do check out that video. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing with a 12-to-1 main sheet. You've got to sheet out more before anything happens. Whoa. Yeah, that was a moment. Okay, yeah, could have binned it there. Oh yes, they said it wasn't windy enough. It is windy enough. Woohoo! Yeah, sorry, a bit of a croaky whoop there. So, when I almost binned it, I just went for complete commitment and banged it downwind rather than upwind, because it's kind of like the opposite. If you get it far enough downwind, then that heeling force will come off. Yeah, I'm very much sitting at the back. Okay, I think we've done what we came here to do. So I'm going to come back in. All right, there it is, that 12-to-1 again. One more little look. That's it, come on. Okay, nice. All right, so whew, there we go. Nacra 15. Big tick in the box. I like it in this breeze. Of course, for a grown-up, I'm 95 kilos. If you took it out, well, as we saw when I was out with Julius, you're not going to find much sizzle out of anything when there's no wind. But turn the wind up a little bit, and that sizzle is going to find you. Thanks very much. I'll see you soon with some more on Joyrider TV.